Welcome back to my channel. This is the Strength of the Nation. This is the Kimber Armory, and today I'll be going over cleaning my firearm. I like to follow up a long weekend of competition. I like to follow up with cleaning my firearms. I did a 3-gun competition, but I'll focus on just cleaning my handgun today. And I'll be cleaning a Sig Sauer P210. That's what I use for the handgun portion of the competition. And a quick disclaimer, the firearm it's been triple checked, there's no ammo, it's safe, and we are currently recording in a safe environment. And whenever I bring it on, I'm going to also check it in the camera too, so yeah, you guys can see that it's safe. And this is also for educational purposes. I hope you guys will enjoy this, and we're gonna get right to it. Alright guys, so here I have my P211 GTO with my sleeve. I like to have my firearms, protected and stuff like that. So pulling it out and quick check. There's no ammo. Safe. So as you can see, first of all, like when I'm cleaning, right, I like to cover up my red dot, and I also like to cover up my handle. The reason is that on my handle, I have some sort of wrap around it, so I get like a Pentas tape, to go around it. And then I'm obviously gonna, take out the light. But before I do that, I'm gonna go over what I use in cleaning. I have my cleaning utensils here. This is a 9mm. I'm gonna be using this right here for the barrel. I have my gloves, I have my CLP cleaner, and I have some puncture tools here, and I'll show you why you need this. I have this for cleaning, I have my brushes, and finally I have my lube I have to use at the end, my cleaning cloth. Here, so I forgot to mention earlier, right, the reason why I like to cover up my optics and my handgun is because I don't want solvents to get into optics and to get into the wrap from my handgun. I had a bad experience where after I didn't do this in the first, when I started cleaning, and then I noticed whenever I'm firing my firearm, I noticed that there was a lot of solvent that got into the optics, and then I spent like a whole day trying to get the solvents out, and it's so difficult to get it for some reason. So since then, I started covering this, and I started, I don't want the oil or whatever solvent I'm using to get to my grip. But yeah, so it's safe. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is the firearm I'm going to be cleaning today. It's the Sig P211, and you want to first of all remove the barrel. And to do that, if you look right here, you're going to see there's a tool hole. I'm going to get this hole to align with this, and then once I do that, I'm going to get a tool to push this down, right? So that's where my puncture tool comes in. Sig should give you something that you can use to do this, but the one I have apparently is not strong enough. It kind of broke, so I got something like this. This is a puncture tool, and I'm going to be using the 1/16 puncture tool. So this is this right here, and on the case it tells you the numbers and stuff like that. So this can come in handy not just for cleaning this particular handgun, but for other things you want to do if you're a handy person. So now we're going to go to taking this down. So like I said, remember, you want to align this with the space over here. Can you see that? And you use this to push it down, the lever. So this is the lever that we're trying to take off. So we took this off. Sorry. We take it off, set it aside. Now you can take away the barrel. So you see how dirty my handgun is? That is over the weekend. I think I probably put out around close to like 500 rounds of ammo in it. You can see. So now we'll put this aside, put this back. And then the next thing is, this is good the way it is. And then this is your slide. And we want to take away the springs. So just be careful when you're taking this. I normally put matter of fact, I should have used my gloves. I'm supposed to use my gloves to do this. I forgot. And so normally I put my hands to hold the spring, and then I push it back. I raise, there's a lever here that I have to raise up, or I can push this up forward like this. It comes out, And then to take this stuff out, this is your barrel, right? To take this stuff out, you need to, see, it cannot come out. So there's some sort of a washer that is here. So what you want to do is you put your hand in here, you see, push it out, and then it comes off. You got this off, you put it here, and then now you can just easily slide this out. So just remember though, sometimes this stuff normally is up like this. So you want to bring it down and slide this out. So now we got it all set it out. So the first thing I like to do is to use my simple green all-purpose cleaner to wash it down. Simple green. So I spray down a little bit on here, and then I spray the barrel. You know, I should have gotten like a bowl, but I don't have like a bowl. I have a bucket. If I should do that in the bucket, you guys will not see what I'm spraying inside. So you want to spray this out, clean it out. So normally, after doing this, I like to wait for a little bit, and for like 5 minutes, just so that it soaks in and gets all the debris out. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna come back later. And, all right, guys. So it's been 5 minutes, and yeah, as you can see, the gunpowder residues you can see is already coming off a little bit. So while I was on a break, I went and got these Q-tips for the firearm. So it's for using to clean like the hard areas, that hard to reach areas that you can do with the distance. So I like to get inside it. Look at this is a lot. So ooh, this is very dirty. So I just wipe this out. You know, I clean out. For this, I like to use one of these, and then I use my fingers. And then the places that my fingers cannot reach, I'll show you what you can do. So, wiping this off. And the reason why you want to clean your firearm is because you don't want too much gun residue, because it could mess up your barrel or anything, you know, too much friction and stuff like that. You know, folks that. So what I can do, there's some areas that my hands can't get to, right? Just spray this a little bit. And then what I normally do, I get this. I get that. Like 2 or 3 of this. Feed it through here. And then I get one of these rods right here. There you go. So I get this and I run it through the hard to reach area. I mean, you're not trying to clean your gun so that it's looking sparkling clean, you know, but you want to just clean it as much so that you don't have a lot of, remove some of the residue. Then you get this, you go over here. Damn, that's dirty. That is dirty. So for the barrel, I go in. You know, from here. The way I normally do is I'll spray the solvent again one more time, and then give it a last wipe. I normally clean my firearm after I go to the range if I'm not exhausted. So I use this again. See, the dirt is no longer like that, you know. And then I just use it to clean it wipe. So now, the goal is not to clean it to be super clean, because trust me, the next time you go to the range, it's going to get dirty. So, but it's just to reduce the amount of gunpowder that was already on it. Also to prolong the life of your of your firearm. So this is the spring. So normally I would just spray this down, spray the spring down. So now this is where I get all of my cleaning cloths, and then I just wipe this down. Normally I just use this. See that? See the difference? From the first time that I took it apart, you see the difference? So that's what you're trying to aim for. I wipe out this washer, whatever name it is. Just wipe it down, put it aside. I wash this, clean this out. So this is, different firearm has different ways to take them apart. This is a 2011 kind of a platform gun, so it's going to be similar way with other 2011 like the Prodigy or some other gun. Is different way. To take down the Glock is a different way to take down the Glock. I'll be doing a video on that to wipe it out. So now I'll put it down here. I mean, you don't have to do all this. It's just because, but this is it. So one thing I noticed is you should be careful, because I noticed that when I'm cleaning this, there's a pin. I don't know if you guys can see it. That normally comes out here. If you're not careful, it might fall off. I had that issue the first time I cleaned this. I was lucky, but it didn't. I was able to catch it. So if you're cleaning this area with the lever, just be careful. If you lose it, you can call Sig, and hopefully they will send you a new one. But you don't want to have that break, because you want to be training all the time, right? So wipe this down. So spraying, or just dab it out. So now we're done with this, right? So the next thing is I use my CLP. So the good thing about this is that this can work as could actually use this to clean, then oil it, but I like to use this just for extra cleaning power. And what I normally do is just to spray this, just so that this is a CLP cleaning solvent. So I like to spray it on just so to get my parts in the gun oiled up. The part that maybe my lube will not be able to get. So I just put it on there, and then I wait for. I mean, you don't have to wait if you don't want to, but I just wait for another 5 minutes. So I'm gonna wait for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back. And then I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to clean it up. All right. So it's 5 minutes have went by, and we're going to just wipe down the CLP as much as we can. Just remember, the CLP is also something that you can use to lubricate your firearm too. So I mean, you're just wiping it down so that you don't have too many oil stuff on your firearm. So I'm going to open up one of these, just set them aside. And then what about this? About the barrel. We see the importance of wearing gloves when you're doing this, because you get messy. So, and I clean out this. So now, the next thing we're going to do right now is lubricate the firearm. So I normally just put the firearm. So I normally lubricate the rails. So whenever there is a metal on metal that has a lot of friction going on, that's where you want to lubricate. So to do that, I use my gun butter. You can use any lubricant that you have. So I put a little bit of lubricant here, I put it here, put it here, put it here, here, and then I try to put a little bit on the rails. So I can put my hand straight. And then for the slide, if you look inside, there's a rails in here. I just go on here on the other side. I like to put here too, put here too, put it on here. Put it right here. Yeah. I'll normally put the lubricant on my barrel when I put it in. So now, the next step right now is put this back in. So remember, this stuff comes up and down. You push it down. There you go. And then remember your washer. This can be challenging to put in, right? So, but you wanna place it in. It's like a track on it. So put it in. You can see how it's fitted, right? So now you raise this up. On the spring, there's a side that says you can see like a green spot on it. I don't know if it matters, but I noticed that the side with the green spot is what goes in first. Now you put that in. And I guess it doesn't matter, I don't know, but this is how it was. You know, I put this in, and then when you're putting down your spring, just be careful because you want to push it down, hold it down, and this stuff right here goes in first. So you push, if you can get this out, so you hold it down. There you go. Put this up, and then there you go. So now it's off in place. So I'm gonna wipe on some of this oil a little bit. So now just as it's the same way that we took it apart, we will put this in. Remember, it's a track, so put it in, right? So initially, remember that you have to have this first kind of a half circle here. So what you're going to do is you take your lever or charging handle reliever, because that's what you're using in charging, and then so when you look inside here, there is I don't know if you can see, there is some sort of a hole in here. You want to align the hole so that you can see through. So once you can see through, you can push the barrel. You got it in. So now you have everything in. There you go. So it's back to normal. So I normally want to first of all wipe out the excess oil on the frame and stuff like that. See how your firearm is looking clean, you know, until next time you go to the range again and then you mess it up. So now we're going to do some check to make sure that, you know, the parts fits properly. And to do that, we push it back. Everything seems like it's normal. I know how to hang it out. Everything is normal. And then you remember, when you pick up a firearm, you know, the first thing you want to do is to make sure that it's safe. Either way, like you have to treat a firearm like it is a loaded weapon, whether there's a bullet in it or not. So we really want to check to make sure that there is no invisible bullet in the barrel. And then once you see there's no invisible bullet in there, so you point at the safe direction and hold the trigger. And the reason why you're doing that is just to make sure that, because you just took apart the firearm, you want to make sure that everything is working, right? So I push it back again, point at safe direction. I want to do another check. I hold the trigger, push it back, good. And then I get my magazine just to make sure everything is working. Put it in. put it in, it hangs in. So there you have it. So that's how you clean P211. And I have to always extra clean it out. And this is why I always cover my side with a painter's tape. And then, so yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. I forgot to put in the light. There you go. So that's it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and share and comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. I'll be doing this routine maintenance with other firearms that I haven't done on my channel, or that I own, or that I use regularly. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.